in the red, our Terran from Sweden.
Jinro.
There he is now. For our blue Protoss representing
HongUn
Korea.
Prime win.
HongUn Prime win. Thank you, Intel and G-Skill. And we don't have a Coke graphic up yet, but thank you, Coca-Cola.
Cola. Delicious.
Yum, yum, yum. Maybe go get another Coke from your fridge right now.
You know, Powerade is awesome. When I was sick all that time, I was drinking nothing but Powerade.
It's good for you, man.
It's got electrolytes. It's got sugars in it. Tastes good. Not too sugary.
Yeah, not too sugary.
But enough to give me a little bit of energy in my little weak nerd body as I'm sick. Doing my little frail coughs. It's like a baby penguin when I cough. You ever see a sick baby penguin? It's the saddest thing you'll ever see, Tasteless.
Oh, I don't want to think about it.
No.
I'm getting tears in my eyes.
I know. Imagine a sick baby penguin coughing while he watches a seal get clubbed that was his best friend.
Oh, that is sad.
That's the saddest.
And that is what Artosis is like when he's
visual.
sick.
I know. It truly is.
Now, Terran didn't wall in. If you don't wall in, one advantage of that is that the SCVs get back to the minerals pretty quickly. Now, I know there's some people at home like, but Tasteless, I mean, isn't it really that not that much of a big difference? Well, actually, it's pretty big.
Yeah. Also, if you wall in against Protoss, that just is begging to use MC's old build where you'd go like 5 Stalkers and Void Ray.
Oh, yeah.
And just pick off your depots and you just be like, well, this sucks.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. He's like got total ownage at the bottom of my ramp. So, I like that Terrans aren't really walling in against Protoss nowadays.
Yeah, it's smart.
Might change in the future. We'll see. Game always evolving. Jinro this game. Getting a tech lab right away again. Now I wonder if this is just going to be the concussive shell expand again. It looks like it. Well, it wasn't exactly that last time. Last time he did get a factory then expand. It's the perfect storm of please lose to 4-gate.
I'm not shocked HongUn did a 4-gate, by the way, on that map. That's, I think, the best map to 4-gate PvT.
It can be pretty good. You know, it's hard to actually block off those chokes completely. Now, HongUn, I have this gut feeling, Tasteless, that HongUn is going to go for... Okay, never mind. Never mind at all. I was like, proxy tech? Well, that's what he's going to do, but I had this feeling that he'd probably go for the 6 warp gate timing. And actually, that'd be good.
He's going to get a Stargate here?
Yeah, it might be.
Getting close Stargates, yeah, and doing the Void Ray rush.
Tasteless, you love
so
this.
good. Well, I'm a Stargate person. I almost always end up taking you a Stargate. You're more of a Robo guy.
Yeah, I like my observers, man. I'm a Terran from StarCraft 1.
We're eventually going to have to stop both playing Protoss or Doses.
Well, I'm a Zerg as well.
Well, I'm a Terran as well, but not in a while. Now, the Reaper didn't actually check for that.
No. Reaper has no idea.
That fool. The Reaper is heading southbound. He is going to check elsewhere.
Southbound on the I-95. Conditions are clear
like
on the way to the
airplane.
Protoss base.
Yep.
Stalkers are grounded, snowing at the Protoss base at the moment. And look at that, Phoenix.
Oh, weird. I thought it was going to be Void Rays for sure.
Yeah.
You know what? This map, you could charge up the Void Rays on the rocks.
Here's the thing about the Phoenix, Tasteless. Jinro might be a little bit late on his engineering bay, like timed out for Dark Templars. Which means, and hold the phone, we're going to see this Reaper come in here, but there is a Stalker in play. Fight force field, not right now. Oh, that would have been too handsome, I guess. That would have been a George Clooney type move.
Yeah. Now, the Phoenix escape... No, Jinro's going to be like, wait a minute. There should be more in there. Go ahead, Artosis.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Tasteless. I have to say how cool this Phoenix play is, because using a Marauder opening, you're not going to have many Marines. Which means you can just pick them up with the Phoenixes or ignore them and pick up Mules like we're about to see.
And yoink.
Goodbye, Mule. And then he's repairing it. Beautiful repair by Jinro.
God.
Oh, hi, Jinro. You're awesome.
Oh, Jinro.
Oh, my.
Oh, my God. Woo. Ooh, I get nerd chills.
Tasteless.
He's going to try to do it again, but he can repair it. Nope. And with
too many, the repair really works well against 2, not against 3. Dealing some damage to the
I didn't know that you could actually... That just would never had occurred to me. Back when I was playing Terran, to do something like repair that in midair. Jinro's good, man.
He's very good. Super duper good. He has a decent amount of Marines now. He's stalled that Phoenix harassment off a little bit so far.
Now the question is this really doing enough damage?
Well, there are other things that are important here aside from damage. First off, he's going to force more Marines. That's going to make any possible transitions into Colossi or anything like that a little bit stronger. He's forcing missile turrets. He is stalling him out a little bit, and he's scouting non-stop with these. The Phoenix is an active unit. It gets to fly around the map, and you get to do things with it. It's a unit you can outplay your opponent with. If you're just sitting there with no units like this, like Mutas or Phoenixes or Banshees, there's no real room to outplay your opponent in as many ways as these give you. Like, for instance, he just stopped that scouting SCV. Sup. Goodbye, scouting SCV.
This also forces Terran to make turrets and other static defense, which means his army, when he pushes, is going to be a little bit weaker.
Yeah. So, what will HongUn follow up with here? That is the really interesting part of this. He has gone up 4 warp gates. Jinro teching up to his starport. There you go. Just dealing damage wherever he can get it in. 2, 4, 5, 8. 8 kills on those Phoenixes so far.
Robo on the way.
Transitioning into some pretty safe, solid play. I would not be surprised at all if he goes for Colossus because he has forced a lot of Marines.
Yeah, when you're a good StarCraft player, what you want to do is basically control your opponent's tech, predict it, and then counter it.
Yeah.
And especially Protoss vs. Zerg, we've seen very dramatic tech shifts. It's quite a beautiful thing.
Well, tech shifts, always an important thing to keep in mind. Got to counter your opponent's units, especially in StarCraft 2, maybe even more so than in StarCraft 1. And will we see it? Observer Sergeant. There it is. A robotics bay. Teching up immediately. And look at that. See, that is an active unit, folks. I mean, he is all over the place with these, being active, being on top of things, scouting, slowing things down, picking off things that Jinro is doing. And HongUn's actually gotten so far ahead from this. He's at 89 supply against 68 from Jinro. It's just, it's going great. 40 SCVs against 50 probes.
And he is going to take out the Stargate. Not too impactful because he's not using it anymore.
Yeah, I think he had no more plans to use it, in fact. Just use those 4 Phoenix as well as he can. And they're going to be annoying for some time to come.
Little snipe there with the Phoenixes. Phoenixes will attack even if you don't tell them to.
Yeah.
So you can actually micro Phoenixes and glide them by medevacs and maybe even pick them off.
Yeah, absolutely. Colossus is on the way. Thermal Lance is on the way. And Jinro is on the way to HongUn's base.
And now when you do the Phoenix thing, he's doing this exactly right. You want to catch units that are going to try to reinforce.
Yeah. It really weakens the push.
I don't think he should attack here.
Who, Jinro? Yeah.
There's no way he should attack here.
HongUn has a strong lead. He's at 108 supply, Jinro at 96.
He would actually win that even without the Colossus popping out.
Yeah. With good force fields, absolutely. Well, the medevacs, of course, are going to help out quite a bit, but there's a lot of Marines in that army. This has just been... basically, so far, HongUn has controlled the pacing of the game. He's kind of, he's getting, obviously, far more scouting done than Jinro. Jinro really can't scout very much because it gets picked off.
Oh, Jinro paused. Problems with the mouse.
Something wrong with the mouse.
His mouse died. Uh-oh.
Being a vegetarian, I find that very sad.
We like go in there and
totally inopportune.
He has a pet mouse in his hand.
He's
and
crying.
He's crying.
He has got like hay in his pocket that he lets it sleep in. That'd be terribly sad, Tasteless. Oh, you're making me feel bad right now. He's like, little friend. Like puts it back in his pocket, single tear.
We're gonna get this.
He's like the sophisticated gorilla, like the gorilla with a cat that they taught sign language or whatever.
Yeah, you want to hear a crazy story? They taught gorillas sign language, and then let them go into the wild. And when they visited the gorillas, like 10 years later, the babies knew sign language.
Wow.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
But on to this mouse problem.
That's how Planet of the Apes is going to happen, man. That's a start.
Oh, I'm getting worried now. No, we're going to get this problem fixed as soon as possible, guys. Please sit tight.
Yeah.
We got extra mice. We got so much extra computer stuff.
Yeah, but you can't switch mice.
Oh.
If you switch mice, you just use this one, Jinro. Here you go. He's going to be like,
He's like, LOL, thanks, plugs it in.
no, absolutely
We'll
not.
see. Maybe we can get, little shock panels, bring the mouse back to life.
Yeah. It's like a 9-volt battery. You just lick it and stick it on him.
So, we're still waiting.
Looks like it's time to
apparently they fixed it.
start.
We're
We're
back.
in the game.
So we'll put that up on screen for you guys and continue to see who's going to win between these two excellent players here. Jinro against HongUn Prime.
All right, so HongUn right now, he still has all his Phoenixes, still scouting very well. Adding that Twilight Council, probably for some blinkage. And,
blunking.
yeah, you're going to get blunked.
You basically always want to get blink before charge.
Yeah, there's some
General
strategies
rule of
where
thumb,
you'll want
yeah,
charge
if
first.
you guys
but,
are learning StarCraft, and you
if
get
you're
that
going
base-
Colossus, always, almost
yeah.
always. But Templar Tech, oftentimes you'll actually want charge first because you have more Zealots. All right, so there's a good number of Colossi out at 2 with the third one on the way. Now, the other thing about these Phoenixes that is so awesome is they're going to help out against Vikings. The first few Vikings aren't going to be as good because the Phoenixes are there to help absorb that damage and snipe them out. Ooh. Taking another base, and HongUn is going to switch tech patterns here now, Tasteless. A very good timing to switch it as Jinro really invests in Vikings. Ooh, he's getting Ghosts as well. That's very smart. Ghosts getting used more and more in Terran vs. Protoss nowadays.
you got to use ghosts.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that Sentry energy. Of course, Immortals and High Templars very good if you don't have EMP.
Protosses have not been good about splitting up their hotkeys.
No.
You need to
Protosses
actually
love
have
to
like
just
3 or 4
Yeah.
groups of units on hotkeys. You do not want to have just up to 2. It's like all my Sentry Stalkers and Templars and Zealots are on hotkey. No.
Don't do it.
That is newbie.
Yes, it
Nubby.
is.
Nubby, nub, nub, 3 men in a tub. It's my
And
nursery rhyme I'm going to tell my kid when I have a kid.
charge almost done for HongUn.
Oh, this timing is going to be perfect.
Side
here for
Storm
HongUn.
is on the way. Yeah, Jinro, he has 161 supply, HongUn at 176. And it looks like HongUn's third base is going to go up pretty easily here. I don't think Jinro's going to actually attack through that little choke.
Jinro generally doesn't make bad choices when it comes to attacking.
No, he's
It's one of
very
his stronger points.
conservative about it.
Nice.
Nice snipes. But here's the thing. High Templars are being made tasteless, and no more Colossi, only 4 Colossi. So the more Vikings Jinro makes, and he keeps making them, they're going to become less and less useful. After he kills these Colossi, they're going to be not useful at all. And here we go, trying to snipe the Colossi down. A lot of Guardian Shields going up. The Phoenix is being targeted on the Vikings, and Jinro looks like he might be in a lot of trouble here, but the last Colossus is in fact going down. A lot of Marauders are left over.
And the final Colossus is destroyed. The Colossus count has been reset, but Jinro has to leave humiliated here. Ouch.
125 supply for HongUn, 92
Now,
for Jinro.
After an engagement like that, it's very easy for the Terran to always kill off the Colossuses.
Yes.
You can get Vikings out way faster than Protoss can chrono boost out Colossuses.
Now, I love how after he's killed off a lot of Vikings, HongUn has restarted Colossus production. That's the way to do it. And we see here these Phoenixes still being very, very useful. No Colossi out right now, but HongUn moving up with his unit count while he has more units down here. Jinro trying to micro away, but losing a lot of units once again. Jinro has got to get that third base up. It's almost complete. He's going to want a planetary there. But things are looking a little bit down for Jinro. You know, he's got 1-1, no more upgrades going. HongUn, he's just got that +1. No, he's got +2 attack with +3 in the way, actually. That's pretty good.
If he can get the planetary up, the game will go on. It'll be very tough for Protoss to kill that off. But there's a small window of time where it's about the next 15 seconds if Protoss attacks. It's going to be bad for Terran.
Yep. Don't forget that he can siege it with Colossus.
He can also Storm the SCVs as they repair the command center.
Yep. And he's going to go for it. Jinro doesn't really have the army needed to take this out. Good Psy Storms, beautiful Psy Storms from HongUn. And this is not looking good for Jinro.
Planetary is almost done. but where are the SCVs to help it out?
May have been Side Storm, and it looks like he's going to be able to get the planetary.
I think that might be it, man.
Jinro
pretty hard to recover from.
Terrible position now. HongUn just bashing through, but HongUn might want to turn around pretty quickly here. He's not really rallying up that quick, but